Hey folks, well last night was the unveiling of the top 36 on American Idol. I don't know how I feel about that 36. I think that's just way too many. Because the way they're doing it now in groups of 12, we're not even going to get a chance to know them really that well before they get to the top 12. I mean, when they get to the top 12, it's only going to be the second time that we've seen them. And think about it, last year, the second time we saw Amanda Overmeyer was when she came out on stage looking like Beetlejuice and saying, "Carry on my wayward son." Now, she eventually did make it to the top 12, but that gives us a chance we could have a complete top 12 full of that nonsense. And plus, I think if they had had this system in place last year, David Cook probably wouldn't have won because, as I recall, he didn't really pick up much steam until the third week. So I don't like it. I think that's just way too many. Plus, like people that we see in the first week that make it through, we're not going to see them again for 3 more weeks, and I don't like that. Anyway, the first person through was Anoop Desai. Yay for Anoop! And he's from North Carolina, home of yours truly. After that was Vaughn Smith. He said he's more prepared for them to say no than yes. Ryan said he has a reason to feel that way, and I agree. He's just not any good. Vaughn said that he wanted to address what Simon said about him being like a child in Hollywood, and he totally blamed his parents. I couldn't believe that. He sat right there and blamed his parents. And then they showed his toned down performance in Hollywood, and I didn't think it was any better than his over-the-top performance. But he's through to the top 36, and then he went out and hugged his mother after he had just thrown her under the bus. What a jackass. After that was Cody Sheldon. They made him sing again. Poor thing was scared to death. He sang Love Remains the Same, and I thought it was really good. He had to go against Alex Wagner-Trugman in his Freddy Krueger shirt. He sang Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. He was pretty good too, but I liked Cody better. I just don't think Alex has any star quality, really. He's kind of feels like Kevin Covaeus-ish to me. But it was Alex that made it through, and I felt bad for both of them, though, because they were friends, and Alex said it was hard to be happy, and he just seemed still down in the dumps that his friend went home. After that was Adam Lambert and his thick makeup. Doesn't he wear a lot of makeup? When Simon told him that it wasn't good news, he seemed surprised because he just knew he was going through, and then Simon said it was great news. And, of course, there was never any doubt that Adam Lambert was going to be in the top 36. After that was Taylor Vafanua. I liked her, but when they showed clips of her from the group performance in Hollywood, she forgot her lyrics. I thought that was an automatic no. I guess only for some. After that, through to the top 36 is Jasmine Murray. Yay, I love Jasmine. Arianna Afsar, Casey Carlson, Megan Corkrey, Mishavonna, I don't remember her last name, the girl that looks like a bunny rabbit, and Stevie Wright. Next was Joanna Pasiti. She forgot her lyrics in each of the Hollywood performances. I don't know why they keep letting her through. Kara asked her when she was going to step out, and Simon said when somebody gives her a break. Hello, Simon. She's had several breaks, and she squandered each one of them. She's had record deals, and they've just not gone anywhere, and now maybe we see why. She can't even remember her lyrics. What's going to happen when she gets on live stage? If she's so nervous just in front of those judges, what's going to happen when she's on live television? I think she may mess up big time when she gets on that stage. Next, it was a no for TK Hash, Chris Chapman, and Reggie Beasley. After that was Kendall Beard. Paula tried to fake her out just like Simon faked out Adam Lambert. And she said, I'm afraid the answer isn't great. It's fantastic. Hello, Paula. Those words mean the same thing. Good and great, different. Great and fantastic, same thing. Lay off the Jesus juice, Paula Abdul. After that was Jen Corby. She had to sing again. She sang I'm Not Ready to Make Nice, and I don't think it was very good. I don't think it was good at all. She had to go up against Kristen McNamara, who sang I Will Always Love You, and it was great. I think she's one of the best singers this year. Kristen ended up making it through, and Simon wasn't happy with that. He said he wanted the attractive blonde to make it. Hey, Simon, they're both attractive blondes. I think Kristen's more attractive than the other girl, to tell you the truth, but that hair has she's got to do something different with that hair, because I don't know what's going on with that. Next one through was Alexis Grace. After that was Scott MacIntyre. Once again, they praised his awful, terrible Hollywood performance of Home. Man, he's through to the top 36. There was never any doubt about that one either. Next was Lil Rounds. She said she had to sacrifice a lot to be there. Oh, and the single folks haven't? I don't understand when these people play up their children like this and want people to vote for them because they love their children. Most people do. But I still like Lil Rounds. And there was never any doubt she was going to be through either. After that, Felicia Barton, Ashley Hollister, and Devin Baldwin got Next was Frankie Jordan. She had to sing again, and she sang a dull, boring song. She had to go up against Jessie Langseth, who also sang a dull, boring song. The judges acted like they didn't want to put either one of them through, and really they shouldn't have. They should have picked somebody else that did a better job. Maybe Cody Sheldon, maybe, or Jamar Rogers. But they sent Jessie through anyway, and Simon told Frankie if it's any consolation, she wouldn't have won anyway. Yay, Simon, that makes her feel a whole lot better, I'm sure. After that, it was a no for Shara Lawrence, Derek Lavers. I felt bad for him. Boy, poor boy cried like a baby. And Allison Iraheta. They let her through, Allison Iraheta. 16 years old, and they kept mentioning how old she was. She does look older than that, but Kara asked her if she was nervous, and she says, I'm always nervous. Uh-oh. After that was Danny Gokey. Of course, Danny knew he was going through. The judges do nothing but praise him every time he opens his mouth, especially Paula Abdul. Of course, we all know Paula wants to sleep with Danny. But Danny might be getting a little bit overconfident and a little bit cocky there, and I don't know if I like that, but I still like Danny. Of course, he's through the top 36. Next up was his boyfriend, his best friend, Jamar Rogers. Jamar didn't make it. Danny looked mad when Jamar didn't make it. Didn't he look mad? One thing I want to know, though, about Jamar, what is that on his face? What is that right there on his face? Is that a tattoo or a piercing or some kind of strange growth? What is that? The next ones through were Ricky Braddy, Matt Giraud. I said it right this time. I remembered. Juno Joyner, Jorge Nunez, Brent Keith, and Stephen Fowler, who forgot his words and walked off stage during the Hollywood rounds. After that was Nick Mitchell. The judges don't even call him Nick. They call him Norman. They don't even like Nick. They call him Norman because that's what they want to see is Norman Gentle. So we pretty much know that when he is up there, when it's time for him to perform in the top 36, he's going to be Norman Gentle. He's not going to come out there as himself. I don't think he even likes himself. He seems very nervous when he's Nick Mitchell. He even offered to wear a bikini like Bikini Girl. I hope he does, but I think that's pretty nonsense that they put him through. He said, this is unbelievable, and Simon said, yes it is. And I agree with Simon. After that was Jackie Tohn. Randy dragged her along, and Simon says, Randy, is it a yes or a no? Of course it was a yes. Next was everybody's favorite, Tatiana Del Toro. They showed some highlights of just some of her annoying moments during the season, and she said that she's a damn good vocalist, and she's going to prove it to all the guys that said that she had to sleep with them to get her record deal. Tatiana, are you trying to tell me that guys think that you're a bubble-headed bimbo with only one purpose? No, say it isn't so. She came in wearing a bracelet from the Paula Abdul line in a last-ditch effort to sway the judges. She said that Paula's bracelet was like a message from God. Yes, Tatiana, God is speaking to you through Paula Abdul's cheap costume jewelry. Okay. Tatiana was upset, though, that they didn't have the matching ring to go with her bracelet. They were all sold out, so Paula took the ring off her finger and gave it to Tatiana. Simon told Paula, that is so generous of you to promote your jewelry on live television. Honestly, not many people would have done that. Paula wasn't happy about that, but hey, Simon, you're not live yet. Simon asked Tatiana if she could try not to be annoying for once, and she lasted for about 3 seconds. As a surprise to everyone, Tatiana is in the top 36. After they put her through, she squealed so bad, I thought my ears were going to start bleeding. She gets on my nerves so bad, but she is entertaining, isn't she? After that was Jackie Mitkoff. He had to sing again. He sang When a Man Loves a Woman. I thought that was a bad song choice. That's one that's been overdone on the show. He had to sing against that drama queen, Nathaniel Marshall. Nate came in the most hideous. That was the most hideous outfit I've ever seen. I don't know how he sat down in those tight red pants. That was so crazy. He sang I'm Already There. It was pretty good. I like him, but it's just a turned on the waterworks again, of course. But they sent Nathaniel through, and Jackie got. After that, it was a yes for Jeanine Vailes, Kalama, Marie Boskovich, yay, and Kris Allen, who I don't remember seeing before, but he's pretty good looking. And last, they put the two big husky guys together and pitted them against each other, but anybody that had been keeping count knew that they were the last two, and 34 had made it through, so we all knew they were both going through. So that's the top 36. They're going to be performing in groups of 12 over the next 3 weeks. Next week, we're going to have Casey Carlson, Stephen Fowler, Jackie Tohn, Ricky Braddy, Marie Boskovich, Brent Keith, Alexis Grace, Michael Sarver, Stevie Wright, Danny Gokey, Tatiana Del Toro, and Anoop Desai.